Today I want to make a video about masks and why people wear them. And in this world, people hide who they are. Because if they show who they are to you, to everyone, they might not get accepted. People want to feel loved and be loved by the person that they respect and admire. Just like you want the respect of your parents and your siblings and the people who are close to you. You want to be accepted and loved by them. But the people who are entrepreneurs or the one that who are weird, who've been outcast or the misfit, they've been outcast, right? And so they are the one who don't they felt like people misunderstood them. They felt that nobody can understand them. So let's talk about this. Why do people wear masks? It's not just a mask that people wear. It's a body of armor. It is a force field to be reckoned with. It's a force field that saying, I'm not going to let you in my life or my heart because I've been hurt before. So I'll only give you enough to just connect, because when we are in a very vulnerable state and we share who we are, we're trusting that person. We're giving that trust and connection, human connection, right? So people walk around having force field, and they hide who they are, but truly they want to express themselves, but they can't because they are afraid to be hurt by the one that they give their trust and to. So today I wanted to talk about walls that build around your heart. When you were a kid, when you were little, when you were a baby, you explored this magnificent world, this beauty, this world. And so as you explored, you fell, you crawl, you taste, you get burned, you get cut, things that you try to do and understand. You find this world fascinating at your fingertip. You taste things, you chew on things, and your parents might say, don't do that, that's dangerous. And if you get too close, you get burned, right? And as you go farther and farther, you develop relationship with others. As you develop relationship with others, you share part of yourself to them. And deep inside, you're just more than a human being. You're there are many layers to the human being aspect. And as you go through this, right? And what happened is, whether you fell in love or you let someone in and you gave them their trust, your heart, and you were vulnerable, but it all got taken away. So now you close your heart. You don't want anybody in. You give them just enough to let them in. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this happened is because people really want to share who they are to the world. That's why in the self-help spiritual world, they talk about authentic. Authentic meaning is to be vulnerable, to show you the side of me that I haven't shown you. When we want a deeper connection, I remember one time my friend, um, when we play Yu-Gi-Oh cards or when we play cards, he told me, dude, why are you always so open? Why you just share information? Because I got tired and jaded of not showing who I am. Because I'm always the one who accept people. I accept people for who they are, right? That's the type of person. If you like something, I like it too, because that's me showing you that I care and I love you, right? But for me, I'm afraid that they don't accept me because the things that I do, it's weird, right? And I accept it. I don't give a shit. I accept that I'm weird, and that set me apart from everybody else because I don't want to be like everybody. I don't want to just be a person just to. I'm dynamic. We all are, but we don't show it. That's the problem with this world. We don't show because life dealt you with problems and people hurt you. They say things to you. They lie to you. Um, you gave people what was it? But people have the ability to forgive, right? To care for one another. So my friends say, "Why are you so?" Because I got tired of um, the day I never actually told this. The day that I stopped doing kung fu or martial arts is the day that when I wasn't accepted for who I am. I had to let that part go because one of the person that I love the most didn't accept that part of me because I like to jump around and do things and I wasn't accepted for that. Matter of fact, I don't most people don't even accept the things like why are you so crazy? Why are you so weird? But hey, that made me stand out, right? But also if you stand out, be ready for most people will call you weird or what this does but it's fun, make people laugh and stuff. So so people stop being open. People just share the things that they need to share, and that's it. And I let people connect with themselves and let them talk and to be accepted by me. I'm okay with that. Um, I guess over time, and then also it's because my friend told me like relationship is built over a long period of time. You can't just share open information like that. Well, in the case he's right. But for me, I wanted to test out a lot of things that uh, I want to see happen. Because in life, you want to have experiences to see the difference between peoples, and because people are they're dynamic in general, and that they're like I'm introverted, but I want to know. Like I'm dying to know who you are and what make you fascinating, right? The stories that you tell me. I'm fascinated by why you think this way. What would make you do this? I'm fascinated. I don't know why I'm fascinated. I'm just fascinated, guys. But when I was in 2011, I understood. I tried to I closed myself off, so I couldn't let people in. Like I remember I told myself I couldn't let people in, right? And it's because I've been hurt so much and I can't believe that this is happening. So I told myself, you know what? I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna let people fall in my life. I will I'll show you the funny side of me, um, the side of me that get sad and whatever, and I will do things that is weird in front of you. I'm okay with that, but it also can be exhausting sometimes because sometimes you want to be alone. I remember one time my old manager from Sakura Japanese, they were having a party or something, and I bolted out. I was like, no, I don't feel like staying here. I told myself I didn't feel like sticking around parties. Um, I mean, as I get to know them, of course, I stay with them. They would have parties, and I remember I think that we had a party, and they were drinking, and then I did like some weird drunken stuff. But and then I bolted again. But it's not that I bolted. I remember he told me, my manager is like, you can't just do that. You can't just bolt out of, and you can't just leave. That's kind of because they're Asian. So I say that's disrespectful or rude or something. I say, oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was like, Okay, but um, but I showed them who I am. But in relationship contact wise, I don't get an uh, at the time I would close off from the world. Uh, People close off for many reasons. They're afraid to be hurt. They're afraid that if they show you, would they, would you be accepted? Would they be accepted by you and not run away? Because there's a back of your brain that if if for a moment if you set that off, boom, um, that fear center in your brain, they it set the alert and it said danger, danger, danger. So you're afraid to get hurt and or close up. So you stop getting closer. You start to move away. Uh, People either move away from pleasure or pain, and they dealt that so much in the past. It's like a card. I forget who said it. When you have been dealt with a card that you don't have, what was it? And you gotta play the hand. So the way that I see it is this: regardless of whether you've been through, um, you should be able to connect with the person. Well, I'm glad that I showed myself to my friend because I remember I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh card with him, and he's like, there was these kids, right? There was these kids yelling, and I was like, "That's your people." I was like, I was like, "That's my people." I was like, "Shit, that's my people right there." I was like, okay." But no, my friend is cool. But as time I get to know him, now I know him a little bit better. That he's a cool person. Generally, when people say things because out of their kindness, love, care, some people nod, some people mistrust you, or I mean, I don't know what, but there are many things happen in life that you didn't expect. So, like in the spiritual world or the self-help, they talk about authentic, right? The vulnerability, the being vulnerable to people. That's why oftentimes when people share their stories, they have to be vulnerable, and then they have to let their guard down, right? And because uh, the vulnerability be able to connect with other people, uh, and to what was it, to relate to people because people have been through pain and maybe the story could inspire and help other people, which is great. So today, reason why people wear masks and barriers and protect their heart is because they're afraid to show who they are or to they're afraid to get hurt, so they bounce off. That's pretty much it. Why people wear masks. All right, I'll see you guys next time.